Hi folks, welcome to MTS. Today we have an MTH Rail King Union Pacific gas turbine locomotive set that I recently bought off eBay as a project. According to the description, this was being sold for parts or repair, has Protosounds, and like new cosmetically, but cannot get it to run. With a fully charged battery installed when powering it up, engine sounds start, however, it remains in startup. Sold as is with box and instructions, and as you know, I like a good challenge. Let's start unboxing and do a visual inspection. Then take it to the workbench to verify the battery power and start getting into this project. Pretty sure the board set is in this lead unit. This is pretty cool. I have not had one of these sets, and for the price, I was willing to take a gamble on it. I'll take out the other two pieces. And there we go. Really good condition as advertised. Let's get over to the workbench. Going to start by removing the 4 screws in each corner underneath the locomotive to remove the shell. First thing I can see is that these traction tires are really dry rotted and will need to be replaced eventually. And removing the shell. Oh yeah, Harbor Freight Special. Thunderbolt! Let's disconnect and see how much voltage is in there. And we'll hook up the voltmeter. 19.7. So pretty good charge, but I'm going to swap a new 9-volt battery. Good rule of thumb here is to insulate the metal casing around the battery to prevent any shorting of the board. I'm going to wrap this one in electrical tape. Got that installed. Let's take it over to the layout. Sounds come on when power is applied. Looks like I need to swap out the light bulb. I can hear the relays clicking when cycling through the directions. Let's start with a Program 18 reset using the Z4000. Sounds like it is locked up in startup. After this step is completed, it should be followed up by 3 clanks and 3 clinks. Now I'll try a standard reset with the 1 whistle 5 bell method. And still no luck. Time to break out the original Protosound reset kit number 50-1023. Here we are going to remove the sound chip with the included tool, set the Make PS chip, apply power, and listen for 2 bell sounds. Then we'll power down and reinstall the original sound chip, then do a Program 18 reset. Same result. Now we go to the stash and see about a bottom board replacement. Back to the workbench. So what we're going to do at this point is just remove the bottom board. Because the rail sounds come on, thinking the top board is good. We have some kind of an issue with the bottom board, which these relays do go out, or have been known to go out. I have a backup set here, and that's one of the reasons why I look for the Proto 1 as opposed to the Proto 2. With the Proto 1, at least you have a 50-50 shot. Proto 2, if it's shot, it's just shot. So I'm just going to do a quick comparison just to make sure that none of the jumpers are in the wrong position. Doesn't look like it. So yeah. So we'll go ahead and remove the old board set. Should just be, it looks like we have 2 screws here that hold in this rear metal bracket, which in this case I'm just going to remove the single screw right here, and then there's the 1 screw right here which goes through this weight into the board itself. We'll make sure we keep that all in place, and also you'll notice that there's an insulator right here on top of the brass piece as well. Keep that in place. Then we just go through and start unplugging. Don't like how they wrap that all around there. And it's always good to note. I'm getting heat grease on me. So the orange is facing out. We'll just note that. Plug that back in. Do a quick inspection of the board. I'm not seeing any signs of melting or anything like that. This is just electrical tape, so we're just going to cut that off. Put that to the side. We're going to remove the sound card very carefully. The battery. Again, just doing a quick inspection. Do the sniff test. And it's passing the sniff test. There's not any electrical burn at all on this one. This is a full assembly. I only have $20 in this piece too, so, and it'll let us know if that's the correct fix or not. I'm going to make sure our pins line up here. Both sides. Good there. Good there. Give it a little push. Okay, that's seated correctly. And I'm not going to try to run this around. We're just going to stick this part back in here. Orange was facing out. We'll hook up all of the white. Actually, let's work our way from the bottom. Maybe make it a little easier for us. Start with the yellow. Go to the black. These little Molex connectors, there's only one way they can plug in, so you're not going to mess anything up there. Plug that in. Make sure I didn't pinch any wires underneath it like I just did. Right there. That's why it's good not to over tight. Get him out of the way. There we go. Now we are all set. Are free. Got the battery here. Let's go get it back on the layout, see what happens. Okay, so we have the new board assembly in place. I'm just going to give it power and see if that fixes it as far as direction and anything else. If not, we'll repeat the same process with the Protosound reset kit and a programming team. But let's see what happens. not the bottom board. So it must be the top board. Back to the bench. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect the battery. And we're going to disconnect the gray wires and the volume control. I'm going to use the original. Now, in this particular case, if this works, I'm going to have to swap the chips out. And I can do that. I know I'll have to do a reset on that at that point. Okay, here we go. Oh. Yeah, the traction tire didn't think I was done. But okay. Okay, so we'll take the steam engine out of this one. Put the reset or make PS back in here. Give it the 18 volts. Pull that back out. And now we'll put the gas turbine chip back in it. We'll go run through a program 18. There we go. Take out of program mode. And now we'll run through the cycle. Okay, so interesting. I've never come across where the top board is actually the issue. So, yeah, this was a successful repair. I'm going to button it back up. We'll get the screws back in it, put the shell back on, and go run it on the layout as a complete unit. I'll bring it back in just a little bit. I'm going to use this 3M double-sided stick pad to secure the battery until I get a BCR for a more permanent fix. But that was a little loud, so I'm going to turn volume control on this unit here in the back. So I'm going to crank it up all the way, which it's already cranked up all the way. We're going to back that off. Take it all the way back. There we go. In closing, this was a pretty in-depth project with a lot of trial and error. But patience and persistence paid off. Even with the top board replacement, I am still in this engine set for about half of the average selling price. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you down the line.